Hi guys, Della here from Della Larson's class. I'm home for the second day in a row because we had a big snowstorm up in the Northeast. 2 snow days before a weekend. Woohoo! It doesn't get any better than that. Having those kids do the snow dance on Wednesday definitely paid off for us. Well, if your class is anything like my class right now, you're in the middle of DIBLES testing, or you just finished. Either way, the focus always seems to turn at this time of year to nonsense words. Getting those kids to be able to go from correct letter sounds to reading the nonsense word with fluency is a critical jump that they must make in order to become fluent readers at the next level. So over the years, I've honed a couple techniques and I have some great ideas for you to help increase that practice and increase that nonsense word fluency. And I'm ready to share them with you. Okay. So those of you who know me know that I love to use center time as a time to build on those skills that I'm really focusing on. And one of the things that I always do when I have a center is I have to have my student objective. The kids need to know what they're working on. I need to know what they're working on. And to be honest with you, if my administrator comes in, she needs to know what they're working on. When she comes in and she sees the kids playing, she doesn't get that impressed. But when she comes in and the kids can tell them, my objective is to read and write nonsense words, and this is my plan, suddenly she sees them as working, even though 5 minutes ago she didn't. So this is critical for those administrators who never taught kindergarten to understand that we're actually working when we're at centers. So this is critical. Because it's snowing here in the Northeast, I'm going to capitalize on that. I have 2 different papers here. One, nonsense words, one, real words. The kids pick a snowball. They read see that snow just fell. They pick the snowball, read the word, and decide whether it's a nonsense word or a real word. Him, that's a real word. And they put it in the real word. They go through all the snowballs. Zap! That's a nonsense word. And you know I love when they record. They have to record their answer. So make sure that you use the record sheet. And as they write a nonsense word, as they read a nonsense word, they write it here. As they read the real word, they write it here. Seeing it, reading it, writing it, all make a difference. It increases their fluency. So this is one of my favorite go-to centers this time of year. The other thing that I love to do is just have cards at their table. So those fast finishers, or we have a couple minutes in between, we finished our activity before we go to gym. I have these on every table. These little frames, I got this at, I think, IKEA or the Christmas tree shop. They're like 99 cents. And you know, every teacher knows these little rings are a godsend. So I take the words, I hang them on here, and when they have just a couple of minutes, they can work together. Vug, g, vug. Say it, move it, one of our favorite games. I also use this for my real low kids during guided reading. We'll spend just a couple of seconds going through all the cards at guided reading time to increase their fluency. It's a perfect way for me to see, are they missing the U vowel? Are they missing vowels? Is it the ending sound that they're losing? It helps me assess where the need is so that then I can attack it. So I love these little cards. It's awesome. Let's face it, they need to have some independent seat work. So in my snow globe resource, I also have some worksheets. Oh, I know, the dreaded worksheet. But they're great for homework. They're great for morning work. They're great for fillers, again, when you have just a couple of minutes. And I always throw a few in my subfolder because you never know when you're going to get the flu this time of year. So here again, nonsense word, real word. They cut out the word, they read it, and they glue it in. Easy peasy. Now, I just updated this one, and you're going to love it. For those of you who have not tried Google Classroom, I'm telling you right now, it's a game changer. And I know people are really, really hesitant about trying Google Classroom. You think it's for the older kids. It's not. It's awesome for our kids. So just to try to convince you, I threw in 10 slides into my Snow Globe Nonsense Word Fluency Pack just as a gift to you so that you'll try the Google words. Let me show you what it's like, okay? Hold on. Okay, so when you get the packet and you download it, you're going to, when you unzip it, you're going to find a new PDF. It wasn't there before. So if you already bought this one, go back and re-download. And when you go in, you're going to see here in this blue box is the link. You just press on that and it brings you right here. Would you like to make a copy of the Snow Globe Nonsense Word Sort? Of course you would. So you make a copy of that. Hello. My computer's a little slow. And here you go. Now there's a lot of great information about how to set up a class and how to distribute it to your kids. And I'll give a link to a great article on that. Sailing into Second does a great article on getting started with Google. And of course, my all-time favorite, I Heart Fourth Grade, does a great blog post on how to do that. And I have them both on my Facebook page. So you can get information about how to set it up. But once you're all set, the kids are going to see this screen right here. And again, it's the same thing. They're going to read the word and move the snowflake to the correct snow globe. So Jaff and red. So they're going to have to move Jaff into the nonsense, and then they move red over here to the real word. They move down to the next slide, and the same thing. Sat is a real word. Hif is a nonsense word, and so on. I am such a huge believer in Google for kindergarten that I'm throwing this in for free just because I want you to try it. Your kids are going to love it. You're going to love it. And guess what? Your administrator is going to be so happy to see that you're actually using the Chromebooks in a way that's engaging and using technology that's not just going to a website. Something that's focused on what you need to work on with your kids. You're going to love it. You'll be a convert, I'm telling you right now. So those are all my tips for this time of year for nonsense word fluency. If you want to get the resource, go to my store at Della Larson's class at TPT and download the Snow Globe Nonsense Word Sort. I hope you enjoy it. And here's great fingers crossed to more snow days this year. Bye.